sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil, as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. And off we go from downtown Indy. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On play action, it's Jones. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll try to run for it. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He'll run again. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 22 more yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. It's up and through. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Titans nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
They send Ridley in motion. Out of the gun, Ward. That's blocking. Downfield, he's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll go back to Pollard on first down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Shotgun snap for Wolf. Got him in, downfield, it's Eilmatter. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
They get
Tennessee.
18 on the pitch and catch. First down for Tennessee. Now a handoff to Pollard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They run on the jet sweep. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Colts offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here. as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
They go right back to Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Now a play fake. Jones. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is the Pro Bowler Jeffrey Simmons getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
2nd and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Again, it's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. 3rd and 7. as we are ready to get back underway. From the gun, here's Ward. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. 1st and 10. Play action. Ward. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 32 yards.
First down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Ward. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
It is 3rd and 10. Here's Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
29-yard attempt.
Sly's kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you learn.
He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A gain now of 24 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
4 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Gun, it's Jones. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by a Monty Hooker.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Up the sideline at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Back to throw is Ward. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On third down, here's Pollard. First down and more. He's inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
So often we think third down, pass. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground, kind of flip the script a little bit, keep defenses guessing throughout the game, and it leads to a big pickup.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. The Michigan man, Quiddy Pay, getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now it's Ward. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Jones now on 1st down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. It is 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. On 1st down, Ward. Short one there to Okonkwo. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
38-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Ward. He takes off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
And the
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Going for it all. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A gain there of 11. First down for Tennessee.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as the second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Chad Muma there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ward. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The Titans sending out their punch. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. On the return is Gould. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jones operating out of the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Jones to throw on second down. In trouble, and down he goes.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Third and long. Shotgun now for Jones. That one complete to Pierce. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Titans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 4. On the ground, it's Pollard. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Back at the 28-yard
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Out of the gun, Ward. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And Ward on the scramble. He's brought down at the 37-yard
On third down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the first down.
Here comes the jet sweep. He'll get it to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. This brought in out past the 20. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. And a good run there. To get him 5 yards.
Arden Key brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Jones keeping this one. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Colts first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He'll step up and run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Jones. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down by Cedric Gray. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Jones. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
That's good for another Colts.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
In motion is Warren. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Play action. Ward. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Ward out quickly. It's Ridley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Ward. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Chad Muma in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Off play action, it's Ward. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. DeForest Buckner in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And now here comes the punt team. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll go again here with Taylor. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They go right back to Taylor. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
Gain of 6. That's another Colts first down. First and 10.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
That's another Colts first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Jones now on third and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Allen Pierce, touchdown, Indy. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the...
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Badgley now, attack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Titans 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. On 1st and 10, Moore. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Now you start thinking situational football, Mike. We're under the 4-minute mark. They've got to go get a score here. Ideally, you want to do it on the plus side of the 2-minute warning, if at all possible.
On play action, it's Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Chick Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Ward. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Pass interference. Defense.
Big 2-point conversion now coming for the Titans.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Talk things over before 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Go It's Jones. He's got his man, and that's down. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.